In today's Founding Females, we meet the woman who helped turn a homegrown idea into a cult favorite brand, elevating the everyday accessory one timeless design at a time. California Live correspondent Lilliana Vazquez sat down with Irene Chen, the founder of Parker Thatch, to learn about her 2.5-decade journey to success shaped by bold choices, passion, and constant reinvention.
What exactly did you start this brand as, and what was the real genesis? Because this is an amazing story of transformation and adapting.
It's so fun. So it's actually my husband and I, Matt, we do this together. It was really early 2000s, and we made a company that was called Moi, and it was basically e-stationery online. And it was way too early. No one got it, obviously, and they're like, we're not paying for anything online. And so we pivoted.
The pivot to paper kept them going. Then came the idea that changed everything.
So in 2009, Matt came to me, he's like, I think I could print on cotton. So is there anything you would like to do with that? And I was like, oh my God, I get to finally do something. So I was like, okay, why don't we do a really amazing tote bag? And it would be the tote bag of my dreams. So I cobbled together like my ideal bag, and these are all the features, and this is how big it should get. And we're like, okay, we have no money. How are we gonna go to like a sample maker and get this done? So the whole story is then we went to my dry cleaner who hemmed my pants. But because I was in fashion, I was like, this person really knows how to sew. So she made our first bag, and I was like, this is amazing. And then I'm like, okay, how many bags are we gonna sell, really?
Turns out, a lot. The Mimi bag captivated customers, shifting the brand from paper goods to canvas totes and catching the attention of fashion royalty Kate Spade.
One Christmas, you know, we were always processing our own orders, and I was like, God, this is a huge order coming in from New York. Who is this person? And she used her name, and I was like, okay, cool. And so she was really just a customer.
From customer to confidant, Kate and her husband Andy played a key role in shaping the brand.
What were the things that they were advising you on back then?
So when they met us, they're like, you can't spell your name. It's Moi, I can't spell it. So it became Parker Thatch.
So how do you go about launching a new bag? What's the process?
So, you know, for a while we were really into structured bags, but for the last year and a half, we've been really leaning into slouchy. With everything we make, it's all about the functionality of something, you know? So I want you to feel really good and elevated with this product, but also it actually works.
With your bags and with your brand, you don't have to fit into a box.
No.
You're actually telling people to get away from the box, like break out of the box and do all of the charms and do the colors and do the customization. I think that's what's so attractive.
For Irene, fashion isn't just what you carry, it's how you show up.
Now, I cannot ignore that you have such an amazing sense of style. It's like so confident, it's chic, it's cool. I want to buy everything you're wearing. I want to know, where do you draw inspiration? Who are your biggest style icons?
I love Sofia Coppola. I love Jackie O. So that's always a very like, okay, everyone says that. But why I love her is when she is not dressed by a stylist. When she's on vacation, in her jeans, in a white t-shirt with maybe really cool sandals on, that's when I'm like, wow, she looks so cool.
Style is cool.
Hi, guys.
But community makes it meaningful.
What made you want to go on Instagram Live and have these chats with your community?
Through our amazing community, we've kind of discovered like, well, maybe Matt and I are like, through the vehicle of what we're doing, let's empower even one person when they're feeling a little down to let's get moving. And that has been our mission.
As you look back on almost 25 years, is there anything that you felt you've learned in that time that kind of stifled your growth, that you thought, oh, I should have done this different, or if I could go back and change it?
Yeah, well, the word change is important, right? And change means moving forward. And sometimes you kind of get stuck, but sometimes you have to jump into the deep end. And that, trusting yourself and doing that is really scary, but I think that's where real growth happens.
What is that one piece of advice that you have for any founder, regardless of what the product is or even the service?
Things take time. And I think, you know, when things get really chaotic, I always think of like slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And it's really true. Slow down and just do not rush. And I think that's the key, is don't let other people rush you. Take your time and take your time to learn. And I think that's really important.